Lionel Messi could make a shock return to Barcelona, and it's all thanks to the FIFA Club World Cup. After a heartbreaking exit in 2020, Messi might get one last dance at Camp Nou if he dominates against Europe's elite with Inter Miami, with Barcelona's finances stabilizing and Messi's contract ending soon. This could be the perfect fairy tale ending. Will he audition against Porto, PSG, and Atletico? Could Camp Nou's grand reopening feature its greatest legend? Don't miss this chance to rewrite history.
The very first edition of the new-look FIFA Club World Cup is just days away, and the world can't wait to see what this updated tournament brings, and which team will be crowned the first champion under this fresh format. Now, as you probably already know, Barcelona won't be making the trip to the US for this one, even though they just wrapped up a really solid season. But that won't stop their fans from tuning in. Why? Because their greatest ever legend, Lionel Messi, will be playing, and you know they'll be cheering him on every step of the way. But for Barca fans and stakeholders, it's not just about cheering. There might actually be a path that brings Messi back to Catalonia. And yes, this could really be it. Sounds crazy. Let's break it down. We all know Messi is Barcelona's greatest legend. And honestly, the way he left the club, it didn't do him justice. In 2021, due to financial struggles, Barca realized they just couldn't afford to keep Messi. So, they said goodbye during a press conference. No final game. No stadium farewell. Nothing. Just like that. In 2023, when his PSG stint was ending, Messi did consider a return, but it didn't work out. So he moved to the US. Now here's where it gets interesting.
If you love football and you don't love Lionel Messi, you have a problem.
Who's the best player of all time?
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi.
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 Messi. Messi. Messi. Messi.
In both 2021 and 2023, Barcelona were in a tough spot, financially and on the pitch. You could say they needed Messi more than ever during those years. But things have changed. After Inter Miami won the 2024 MLS Supporters' Shield, FIFA gave them the host slot for the Club World Cup. That means Messi will now be playing in the first ever edition of this rebranded tournament. And since it's a once every 4 years event, this could be his last Club World Cup. He'll be turning 38 during the tournament. Messi has literally won everything in football, but maybe, just maybe, there's one final chapter left: to go back to his boyhood club and retire there. Barcelona made Messi who he is. They believed in him when no one else did. The bond is undeniable. He even has their crest tattooed on his leg. But his exit was far from perfect. Now though, things look different. Barca are back to winning. Made it to the UCL semifinals for the first time since Messi left, and they're doing much better financially. So, on paper, they don't need Messi anymore. And yeah, they might hesitate before signing a 38-year-old, especially with the project they're building and the young talent coming through. Sure, Messi is thriving in the MLS, but let's be honest, the level doesn't match up to Europe. So this Club World Cup, it might just serve as his audition. Messi's contract with Inter Miami ends this year. If they miss the playoffs, he could leave as early as October. That's just a month into the new UCL season. He could literally walk into the squad just in time for a Champions League run. And let's not forget, Messi once promised the fans he'd bring the Champions League back to Camp Nou. This might be his only shot to make good on that. Speaking of Camp Nou, the new stadium is set to open in September. President Laporta already teased a big-name signing to celebrate the return. And really, does it get any bigger than Lionel Messi? Imagine it, opening night at the new Camp Nou, with Messi returning to the club of his life. Fans would lose their minds. From a commercial standpoint, it's a goldmine. And emotionally, it gives Barca the perfect chance to give Messi the farewell he truly deserves. A one-year deal, a farewell tour, and a legendary retirement. Couldn't script it better. And remember, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is around the corner. Messi will definitely be there with Argentina. He might want to come back to Europe to stay sharp and match-ready ahead of his final international tournament. Of course, wages will be a concern. Barca had issues registering just 2 signings last summer, Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. But let's be real, Messi's love for the club is unmatched. If the board gives him solid assurances, we're sure he'd take a pay cut. He currently makes a bit over 200,000 euros per week at Inter Miami, which would make him Barca's 8th highest earner. And knowing Messi, he might be willing to slash even that to make this happen. So yes, this reunion could really happen. But will it? Could there be a way back for Messi? Will Flick and the board go for it? Let us know what you think in the comments. Who do you think will win the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup? And how far do you see Inter Miami going? If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you never miss out on stories like this. Catch you in the next one.